Time to do the recap of this 10 months here in Poland and also what followed for at least 6 months, 8 months in Slovenia, where my neighbor Dane Kolenc, who was here, right here in this city, one of the first people in 2002 with him here, right here in Zgierz, individual that speaks Polish language, individual that purchased car here in Poland, took one to Slovenia and so on, was trained on how to use directed energy weapons. Time to do the recap on what Americans suggested me would be sometimes in 2008, I think, when I asked them, what are we again over there in the square next to McDonald's, and they said, in the city where in the future you're going to be killed. This is what I was told on MK Ultra. So it's time to do the recap to see what they have accomplished to do here in Poland, what exactly they have accomplished throughout this so-called immigration process that Mr. Donald Trump created. It's like this, basically. 2 days ago I had a chance to measure my blood pressure, and my blood pressure was 99, 52, actually 44 and 52, something like this, whatever. In my family, nobody had diabetes, nobody ever had a high blood pressure problems, nobody ever had a heart problems. Me, myself, I would go in the same category like top sportsman. I used to do 1,500 push-ups a day and would run marathons until the age 23 when I left the United States of America. I was a really top sportsman in my country, boxing, martial arts. What I am trying to say to you is that androids which were modified, computers which were modified, they were modified by my niece's husband. They radiated up to 160 microteslas radiation. They blew the radiation out. Electromagnetic radiation. The neighbor, I don't know exactly what he used, but I have demonstrated what went on in Slovenia, what they were using, what kind of stuff they were using, I do not know, but it was a variety of things they were using, and then they started to use this thing also in Poland. In Poland, where this individual, I'm not going to say that he was trained here, he was trained, he got these things, they got this, they play with Americans in Slovenia already. I was very explicit about that stuff. But if you want to call them Russians, what they were using, whatever it is that they were using, I don't know what they were using. The only thing they did is, and this is very important for me to note today, because I never ever have had high blood pressure issues. I never had any kind of blood pressure issues. Ever. Even when I had 100 kilos, I did not have high blood pressure issues other than when I was severely attacked with a directed energy weapon. Other than that, my high blood pressure was 100% normal all of the time. All the time was 100% normal. I have only logged that time in 2018 a blood pressure when the blood pressure was disproportional, but other than that my blood pressure was normal. And it's really important to understand that in this case, in this type of poisoning or whatever it is that you want to call this, through the radiation, the brain area, this is used to hit you in the head, so your brain area inflammates. Once it inflammates, it squeezes veins. I believe this is what it is. Once the veins are squeezed, the blood vessels damage wall from the arteries, and so veins, arteries. And so what this will do is it will create over time, because this is not done in one day, this is not done in 1 month, this is not done, in my case this thing was not even done in a year. They needed more time to complete this thing. So what this thing will do is, over time, eventually it will create disproportional hypertension, blood pressure issues in your body, while the lower portion of the body is not going to have any kind of blood pressure issues. The blood pressure issues, however, are developed, the damage, I should say, is created in an upper area, in a head area. And that what's going to happen is, that's going to leave you with an option that even if you drink a little coffee, or you drink, you take something sugary, or whatever it is that you do, your blood pressure in the body is still completely normal. Right now, if I go to the physicians and they measure the blood pressure, there is no blood pressure, it doesn't exist. But inside of my head, it's ready to blow up. Today I drink coffee, and basically this is how they have successfully completed this type of murder, if you like. What Americans suggest is, this is the city where in the future you're going to be murdered. So this was very well done. I have to congratulate on that stuff. And now the way it works, now at this stage in time, in this chapter 2 of so-called new life, like this psychologist would say, I was interested in, no longer am. I should live like a vegetable. I should be like now, like in a vegetable state. Basically, I shouldn't eat anything sweet. I should not taste any coffee. I should not do anything that would just slightest increase the blood pressure, which would still, of course, stay within a normal limits in the body, but inside of the head, it would expose me eventually to the stroke. You see, this is a little bit worse maybe even than, if you want to call it, I don't know, what they have done to Litvinenko. At least he died. But in this case, you can end up on a wheelchair, and then just like under MK Ultra, I guess, you can be driven around in a wheelchair like an idiot or something like this, and again not knowing where you are, what you are doing, and maybe then the people can again spit in your face and do the beautiful stuff they did here in Poland. So this is really, really well done. I want to congratulate. Me personally, I am gonna continue to drink and eat whatever the fuck I want, live my life, exercise normal, just as if nothing happened. And when it comes to this stroke, whatever is gonna come, I hope I'm gonna be dead. I sincerely hope, because what I have gone through under MK Ultra here in this city here, I would not want to see myself like in a real time on a wheelchair, and people, you know, this is scary. My life was scary, very scary life. And so this is the recap. If somebody has a doubts, we can go to the hospital and we can take the sugar, we can take a blood pressure. For that reason, the physician over there in the facility where we are, he just didn't even dare to mention anything about blood, like diabetes or high blood pressure, any kind of issues, because he knew all along what the hell went on. Now, this physician is really interesting cookie, because he was not there in the facility, but he was there. He was not there because, I should say that he was there, but when he was not there, I understand he also got employment, I don't know, at this place here now, 2 years ago, something like this. And so that would place me also in a spot, you know, of, I don't know, schizophrenic, paranoid or something like this. But the thing is that he was, and the thing is that other physicians that were in this facilities, I remember them. The state people from the lodge that were there in 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005, some of them already were employed by the state, and they were employed in the lodge, and they were coming over there, and they had an office over there. Officially, however, the place opened sometimes in 2010. So in 2010, it would be like it never happened. It never happened. It never was any of that stuff. But behind all this, they have left the whole, like, so many proofs that it was, including my neighbor over there in Slovenia and everything, that is just, it's a joke, the whole thing. So they knew it's not about the Ruskies, that the Ruskies only would be doing this kind of stuff. This is the thing about it. It's about people that believe they can just guide your life. They can do, you're basically like a slave. Like, basically whatever we have done to you under MK Ultra is just gonna become part of your life. Basically, you're gonna be like this, like a shit. You're gonna see your life, what's your life is gonna be like, is a life of the slave. When you are subjected to MK Ultra, you are disowned even of your body, even of your soul. You don't have the right, I'm not gonna say to the land, to property or anything like this, but you're also disowned. Your soul, your body, your everything is disowned. And so now at this stage, what we're gonna do, we're gonna play with the sirens and we're gonna play with this kind of stuff. I was told in Poland they're never gonna go actually after me with the psychiatry and stuff like this. But you know what? Fuck you. You already did in Slovenia. You had Slovenian psychiatrists and Serbian psychiatrists had here. And here you did. You finally sealed your deal. And I gotta say, congratulations to you, dead man walking. However, did reveal the world what you have done. So the world will know exactly what you do here, what kind of a factory you are, what do you produce here, what kind of attitude, this post-Soviet Union attitude you have. How far you have gotten from it. Now you have cars, you have phones, you got everything, and you also got to keep whatever was your past before. So thank you very much and congratulations to you. Searching for the proofs in this beautiful place. Searching for the proofs came with a very, very, very high cost. Americans were right about it. They were 100% correct about this place. This is gonna be the place where you're gonna be killed in the future. Make no mistake about that. It did came with this kind of price. And another thing is that there isn't much else to say. This is just for people to understand today. Today is the May the 24th, 2019, when this is the situation. I don't know what in the future is going to be, because this is designed like this. It's designed that it disproportionately dismantles body, basically. Once you develop hypertension in your head, in your upper area, it's like I said, the whole body basically fades away. This is pretty much what it is. You should live like a vegetable. There isn't much to say about this, okay, folks? This is just very important for me to understand how much Poland have progressed. Where Poland headed from the dead man walking. Now you can understand what Donald Trump created here. Okay, that's all I gotta say. Very expensive proofs. And thank you very much, really, and congratulations. From your slave.